Captain's log, stardate 01062020 18.2. Starship Excelsior's log, USS Excelsior NCC 77246. So, how's everyone going? So, I got a couple updates for you all. Computer has been delivered today. It's supposed to be delivered Thursday, but came in today, so it's been kind of a blessing by itself. I was watching a movie late last night, and all of a sudden, I decided, you know, so all of a sudden, right, I'm minding my own business, and if you didn't notice, we got a cage right here, a little Ebs in here. Hello, poop poop. So basically, a couple updates for you. So I decided, I got a dog here. Hold on. Get him his. Oh, he's got, this is with beef. Sorry, Mop, this isn't your filet mignon, but it's all good. It's all good. So we're just going to give him this with beef flavor. It should be fine for him. It's a dog. There we go. He worked today. He's got dry food, but when he goes out in public and does a good job, he gets a little treat. So anyway, so what happened is last night, this weekend, as all of you know, I've been kind of down. I feel like my life is like that movie Inside Out, Disney's Pixar, where the girl's got like 5 personalities in her. There's anger, there's disgust, there's joy, there's sadness, and there's fear. I love it because it also shows other people around town. At the end of the movie, shows what's inside the cat and the dog, and I always look at this little guy here, the bunny. Hello, Moon Moon. And maybe Bunny's running on a wheel. We don't know what's going on, but there's a giant console, and so anyway, so a couple things, like I said, was last night I was watching with Chloe the King Solomon's Mine. I got to tell you, Patrick Swayze did a great job. Better than Richard Chamberlain. Was gay, So, I was like, wow, Richard Chamberlain's gay. Wow, and so he must be hard for him as an actor to kiss a girl because, he's gay, but it's all gravy in my opinion. So, anyways, we watched the regular King Solomon's Mine, and then afterwards, I wanted to watch something with Sherlock Holmes. So, Robert Downey Jr. did a great job as Sherlock, and then afterwards, I watched the Holmes and Watson movie. That was a really good parody. It was funny as hell. People say, "Oh, well, it's the worst movie in 2018." Well, that's your opinion. I've seen a lot of movies lately, so stars have it. I also over the weekend watched Forrest Gump. People call me Forrest Gump, and we also watched The Sackets, and they have the Lonesome Dove available, so I don't have to pull out my disc and watch. I can just stream it, which is cool. So Stars is coming handy. I've tried to check out Amazon because Amazon will tell you what channels have what movies, and if you have to pay $3.99. So they made it. We got to watch the first Sherlock on my Prime membership, and the second one I had to pay was like $4.24, which isn't bad because for what you're paying for a movie, which $4 is cheap. You can buy one can of dip for that's like half a can of dip, or whatever. You go to a movie theater and it's like $40. So I spend like $20 a month just if I want to watch something. This month I did get to watch the movie called The Wars of Flower. I've always been curious about it. It was a great movie in Japanese with English. Certain people were talking in English. Otherwise, it was mostly Japanese. And Christian Bale did a great job. And then one of the other movies we got was like I said, was the Sherlock Holmes, and then uh, so we did watch a couple. I've spent maybe like $20, just for a few movies at Prime, but that's because I figured it's $20 and it's better than as my family would think, buying a bottle of booze. So I sat back and when I buy the movies, I also carry chips and popcorn so I can actually have a nice little movie time with Chloe, and it helps control the temper. But there's a few small problems, like a couple things I wanted to say is I've been like literally almost flipping out with my emotions at the grocery store. I mean, literally inside my head. I mean, I'd walk around and I'd be like, "You got a shopping list," and then all of a sudden, it's like I want to buy uh, items like cheese, and it's like $15 a block. It's like I ain't paying $15 for a block of cheese, but I get the same block at six. So it really irks the hell out of me. It's like go to Walmart and you can get two of those sausage ropes for $5, whereas they're charging $5 for the sausage rope at the grocery store, and it's like I ain't paying $5 for a sausage rope or $6 for packs of Little Smokies. So I've been living on if I don't have to leave the station and off the Excelsior, then I usually get stuff that's good. Freezer's full of corn dogs right now. I got a whole supply of corn dogs in me by until get to Walmart. Because we have to. But the point is we're not doing too bad. I got money for quarters. I told Chloe literally do not spend the excess money. We need it for but let me put it to you this way, okay? I bought two scouring pads, which a little pack. It comes with four, so curly Kates. That was like $4.38, and then I paid $3 for a thing of Whoppers, which if you can see right there, the Whoppers are right up there. I mean, literally, I bought some Whoppers. Then I decided to buy two Tillamook. I like supporting Tillamook jalapeno sticks, which was $3.38 for two. Which usually I don't buy beef sticks because heart clogger, but once in a while, Then I decided to go into the grocery stuff. They actually have stuff that you can tax, which the taxable items is Dove. Okay, so I bought a 2-pack of Dove bars, not ice cream, soap, and that was $5. I got a cucumber smelling one. So being a woman, you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try something new, which usually I don't. I just stick with like the cheapest shit possible. But for me, then I decided to go out and buy some generic brand dish soap, because the dish soap, the store brand dish soap, it's allergy free, was like $6 for a gallon of it. So I was like, you know what, I'll try that, because I usually get the cheaper shit that I don't know if it works or not. Then I decided to buy two Little Caesars dog foods from Moppy. One was savory beef, the other is porterhouse, which he's looking at me going, hey mom, where's my beef stick again? And then I picked up some ibuprofen and Tylenol for my teeth. So I rotate them out every 4 hours. I rotate them out so the body doesn't get used to one or the other to do damage. And it's one of those tricks I've learned over the years. So you rotate them. So anyway, so this morning, like I said, I was watching Alan Quartermain, The Lost City of Gold. I rented that one. They had the first one for no charge on, which is an H. Rider Haggard. And then one of the things that me and Chloe did look for on Amazon Prime, which we found out it's only at Stars, which we have Stars. Maybe subscribe or get a free trial. And so far, nothing. But Stars has been really good. I mean, so we've been watching, like I said, we watched League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. That was great. And so forth. So, and then, we had movies, and I've been watching movies, planning my next movie set because I was depressed at the fact that my computer wasn't in. Now, for some of you wondering what's going on with the computer, well, they said here, broken worn parts, physical damage was replaced, cooling fan issue, and then it says hard drive. Then it said put in secondary hard drive, so I got an SSD. Says here instead of 12 gigs RAM, they decided to put in maximum 32 gigs. They did an upgrade on a couple things. Basically, motherboard was cracked, so it's all looking good. So let's hope it works fine. This is my rig. Another thing, I want to talk about for a second is, I told you in 2020, I would try to not swear as much, not because of children, just I don't want to swear because usually I drop F bombs and this and that. And, I've been really depressed lately because my computer isn't in. And, people say, oh, well, it's just a material object. Well, let's put it this way. If you love what you get and you're on a fixed income and you got some nice item like this gaming rig, and all of a sudden it's in the shop for 3 weeks and you're basically pissed with 14 days travel time and then a week to repair it, you'd be upset too because it's your gaming rig. So what happened? So finally, I decided, to go ahead and take care of it. So I'm back home. I got it up and running. I was like, time to get to work, and I booted up, and they basically left a note. We when we put your hard drive, replace your hard drive, we basically copied your hard drive contents to the new drive, so you won't lose anything. We don't want to upset you as a customer. And they said, sorry about the warranty problem. So I was like, oh yeah, Lenovo's got my business. Lenovo's got my business. Lenovo. Now goes on to another couple of problems. Okay, as you all know, as you can see, the dishes are piling up. Chloe's going to get to them soon. The reason for the scouring pad was we ran out, and she prefers that to do dishes. I can't blame her. I can blame Chloe out of love that she needs to tell me when we need certain supplies. If we run out of supplies, how are we supposed to do it? It's like me. I was going to look at toilet brush today, but I couldn't find one that was affordable, so I'm going to have to get one at Walmart. But anyways, back to my story. So Chloe turns around and she turns around and she's a loving person to a point, and etc. So one of the things I was telling my cousin Dinky today was the fact that I got to go take her tomorrow to the eye exam. Well, that's because the eye exam is paid for. Lions Club's paying for glasses, just like they paid for mine, and so forth and so on. So with me, I think it's a good idea. I got to use my little eyeglass cleaner real quick while I'm talking to you guys. It was errands. My glasses got smudges and rain and mud and dirt, and it was raining today. So, with me, I'm just going to do a quick clean, while talking to you. And so what happened was she turned around and, Dinky said, hey, you shouldn't be supporting a moocher. And to me, I'm like, the Lions Club's paying. I don't have to pay a dime. And if I do, it's very little or, whatever. But, I also have backup too on it because my advocate turned around and said, whatever you're paying for Chloe, I'll reimburse you because we have to look after Chloe. And two is, we have vouchers if you need groceries, and to me, I'm not really worried about grocery vouchers as so much as I just need to make sure we have enough. So, I got a whole bunch of corn dogs. I might check out the store tomorrow with Chloe's at the eye exam. I might go by the grocery store and check for what do you call it? Some stuff. I got to pick up a bag of hay tomorrow. That's something that I want to talk about is. So today I was walking along and this girl says, "Hey, what's up?" I go, "Can't complain." She's like, "Right on, right on." We always talk about being a woman and so forth. I did learn that my bunny Ebony is molting, so he's actually molting. He's shedding. So here you go. Hey, see, there's a little bun. Isn't he cute? Hi. Let's just get some of that excess hair off you. Yeah. Don't hurt the mama. Don't hurt the mama. Isn't he cute? His name's Ebony. He's a bunny, and he's just adorable. So, it's one of my bunny things that I really do like. Is my bunny. So, oh yeah, let's get you cleaned up a bit. Yeah, let's clean you up a bit. Oh yeah, do. So basically, that's Ebony. Go on in, Bubba. So basically, what's happening is, I'm gonna go and talk to you for a second about a couple things. I got toilet paper and dish soap, and paper towels on order. The reason I did that is because I don't want I don't want to what do they call that? Honk my horn. Hold on, let me check and see. I think, yeah, here it is. So basically, I don't want to honk my horn or anything, but I ordered paper towels, dish soap, razor blades, and toilet paper because I need to make sure I have it. I got to place an order soon for some meds. I did order some meds and some stuff for Jose because I worry about the guy. Literally, he had knee surgery, and let's just say he means the world to me. And um, I want to make sure he's got meds. So and I gotta get two of his one thing was delivered, the other ones aren't coming in yet. But I care for the guy, and he's like he's a sweetheart. I'm his girl, and let's just say, he likes to help when he can, but me, I'm juggling everything I can anyways, and he knows it with Chloe and, stuff like that. Thank God the Lions Club's paying, but he means the world to me. So I decided, because it's winter time and then I don't talk about life much, but I think I could share with you a couple of things that really opened my heart up. Is being a member of Amazon Prime and the Stars and Disney and so forth. The movies have been great. Now, one of the things I do want to say out of love is I've decided, if I can limit my trips off the station and go directly to stay on, it's fine. I mean, when we go off next week, or sorry, this week. I think it's this week. I got it calendared in. I got to use up my tickets by. I got to use it up the 13th, 14th, 15th. So otherwise we're out of we don't use the tickets. So we're going to Walmart on Wednesday and Friday. What is it? Wednesday and Friday. We have a meeting with our advocate on Thursday because they're putting in some extra help for a special program that's qualified for low-income people for electricity, because we live on on the Excelsior, and the lithium crystals are very expensive. I mean, my last bill was like $100 and some dollars or something, with a hundred, and it was like 96 or something, and I was like, whoa, but that's because we're using the heater right now. I mean, we have to literally use the heater. So we use the heater, we do that. But anyways, like I said, I was going to place an order for laundry. So, I mean, we're a Prime member, and, I think because I got a great deal on the medicine for Jose, I think Jose would agree that I should use, for the bigger things, my orders having like the bigger blocked items like toilet paper, toilet paper, uh, uh, paper towels, laundry soap, just buy it in big jugs online and not worry about it. I mean, my mom would have done probably the same thing. It's just taking this long for me to learn because I am a slow learner, but I also am not a bank either. So, and so one of the things I've been teaching Chloe is not to spend, because I buy my own groceries because we don't share. And because of it, I've been trying to tell Chloe time and time again to what do you call that? What do you call it? Um, Utilize what you have, don't spend foolishly, because if you go and spend foolishly, like um, um, chips, then you run out, and I know Chloe will get mad at me for saying this. She's got like the anger temper more than anything, but I've been trying to teach her to expand. Don't spend foolishly. I mean, with me, I went in and I mean, literally, if it wasn't for me using a little dish soap the other day, because I have like 4 bottles, then I wouldn't have used dish soap for my bath, but I had no choice, so I used Just so. So to me, it's like I had no choice. But to me, it's the way it is. So anyway, so what's going on is I wanted to share that um, with you all. So now the other day, like I said, I'm going to use Amazon or Walmart to order some meds, ibuprofen, Tylenol. Have large bottles. Have it brought in because, frankly, living on a Galaxy class dreadnought starship right now, Enterprise B is being repaired, is pretty big. But it's also the fact that I'm trying to utilize and limit my exposure to the outer world. That's why I'm streaming stuff and doing stuff, and with everything get done, I can now get ready to play games again. I've been kind of depressed on that because my games are, I got to sit down and figure out Guild Wars 2 expansions. I asked Chloe a while ago. One of the things, as you all know, is I asked Chloe to do chores. The place needs to be cleaned. And, it kind of upsets me to a point, not to bring it up, that we live in filth. I do my part, she does hers, and yet she's always defaulting. And it's sad, it's like, go do this, and she gets combative and angry. And, I understand that. But, one of the things I wanted to share with you today, mental illness-wise, was I was talking to Chloe's mom about pretty much in an email about what to do with her because, we're still thinking of sending her home. I'm still thinking of just paying the money. And the reason for it is because I want to live in peace. And the only way I'm getting peace right now is either through my video games, music, or books, or, etc. And even Jose knows it's hard. I mean, to me, it's like having a daughter that's just a rebel, basically, and I see it as a rebel, it's like, I don't know, but you get the idea. It's like purely a rebel, and to me, I'm baffled. I'm literally baffled on what to do. So, anyways, because I want to make this video as short as possible because of viewers, but also to let you all know that I'm okay. Computer's up and running. They did a great job. Thank you, Lenovo. I can get back to my projects this coming week. I got a couple projects I'm working on. Spreadsheets on the eBay side, and then when I'm done with the eBay side, I will be working on other things. I do want to get into Diablo 3 again. That's one of my games I'm really stoked about getting back into. I'm really happy that they actually did everything they said, plus some, and went above and beyond to fix things and get it back to me. I'm not happy I didn't get my original manufacturing box that came with it, but they did a good job. They made sure the box, even though the box looked crushed, I opened it and they had like all this protection and everything. I was like, oh, my computer's, oh yeah. Because this morning, like I said, Moppy woke me up. I was watching Alan Quarterman, Lost City of Gold, and I fell asleep watching it. So when I woke up, he was barking. It was like 9 o'clock in the morning. So I sleep at night. Daytime, because I prefer days anyway. So he was barking, and then next thing you know, I go to the door and there's my computer, and I'm like, oh, it's supposed to be in Thursday. It said it was in Troutdale. It left now from Saturday it was in Troutdale, Sunday it left Troutdale, and supposedly it got to me Monday. Monday morning it was in Troutdale. So I was more happy that we actually got my computer from Troutdale, and I was like, whoa, just seeing it on my door this morning, because I figured the manager popped something on the door like, please be quiet, because there's neighbors that always bitch about something, but we haven't had anything, knock on wood. And so with her, she's sleeping away. So I finally got my computer, put it into my office, and when I got up, Chloe's like, I'm like, can I have my coffee? And I got got coffee prepared, and I said I got to get to my projects, and she's like, we need, and I'm like, look, I got a lot of work to do. Chloe realized at that point when I put it on the bed, she's like, oh, your computer's back. We can get into Guild Wars. Woo, yeah, Guild Wars. I'm like, I'm gonna talk to Poppy first. You see, paying the money for Guild Wars isn't bad, My problem with Guild Wars is I really like to get the expansions and work with Chloe, but I also want to spend more time with my movies. I mean, if I'm spending $30 for Guild Wars, I might as well discontinue the movies because it's right now it's winter time, so I'm trying to juggle movies, music, books, video games, sleeping, and so forth. So to me, I'm trying to do everything I can to et cetera, et cetera. So it's it's a it's a catch 22. I'm just listening. Ha ha. So it's catch 22, and and so to me, I'm just quite happy, that I have my computer. You know, uh, I'm just happy as heck, that the line, like I said, Lions Cubs playing now. Like I said, I got everything placed. Everything's good. I mean, that's the only thing left I got to do is send Chloe out, pay a bill. Otherwise, everything is done. Just got to make sure, crock pot's clean. I got angry the other day. I think I told you guys, but if I didn't, the crock pot was made up with soup. And I fell asleep first, and I told Chloe verbally, make sure to put the soup in the fridge, and it didn't. So the next day I looked at it, and I'm like, I'm not touching it. Chloe's like, oh crap, and it made me upset because I spent a lot of time making smoked ham and bean soup and turkey soup, and twice it's happened, and it's to me it brings me down with a big heart to be brought down that we as in people, and to me, I don't go and send an email to their mom about like these little things because I know the answer is not going to be a good answer, but to me, I wanted to share it with you all because the whole soup thing is it's like how do I say it without sounding like a douchebag in my little people in my head. They're turning around and they're basically saying, look, there's a problem. We got to solidify it somehow on the grounds that, uh, how do I put it? We need to solidify, this problem because it can't keep happening. It's like being combative over saying, please do your chores, or me being combative come somewhat in my head, even though I'm here in my own little, on my own starship, my family's got their own starship in the Orgonia sector. It'd be like me basically sitting there with the little flaming hot thing, like an Inside Out, going, "Oh yeah, you want a piece of meat, Terry? You want a piece of meat?" Out of anger, out of something stupid like the 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 glasses. I mean, Lions Club's paying. I mean, yeah, if I have to pay $20 or $30, I get it reimbursed anyways through uh, vouchers and stuff. But you get the idea. The thing is it's not a big deal. I mean, to me, the big deal is going to be plunking out money to send her home because she's like, oh, if I don't get approved, well, we don't know if the approval or denial is going to be approved or denied. I'm basically basing the approval on her 20 records of mental illness for making threats to government officials to wanting to burn down buildings and blow up crap. I mean, literally, that tells you right there, where you're standing, And to me, I'm like, okay, that's cool, whatever, And to me, it's a solidifying way of doing things, and so I'm basing it on no. They're basing on she's getting treatment. Well, we don't know if she's if they said get treatment or don't get approved. I mean, she's tried. I mean, literally, and she has her own reasons why she doesn't like these places. For example, like I said, one place basically kept dumping her off of Grant, and Grant wanted to help her. Yet Grant said, she refuses help. She always does her own thing. Blah blah blah. And we think she may be faking it, or she's faking autism, or she's faking her disabilities, or she's bipolar and she just doesn't want to listen to us. She needs meds, and well, he doesn't want to be medicated. So to her, and then you got another place that couldn't help her because she had too much mental illness, so they dumped it back to Grant. And then she's like, well, fuck you. Sorry to say that. I'm trying to keep it clean. Then again, they're like, well, oh shit, she's gonna do something. Then she went to Catholic Charities. Then she ended up in the hospital several times. Then she ended up Sound, and then tried CMAR, Compass, and you name it. They're basically all doing the same thing. Oh, you need meds, and you need this, and you need that, and you need to follow our treatment. We're not going to give you the treatment you want and you request. We're going to give you what we want, and if you don't like it, well, fuck you. So Chloe's like, well, fuck you. So Chloe leaves. So we're back at square one. So I had to ask her mom what to do because, she's not getting any treatment, yet she's getting worse. I mean, literally, the only thing I can contain her with is movies and video games. And, as I was telling a friend of mine today, sometimes we as in humans, we need a little me time, and like today, I mean, literally, I like my me time, maybe I'm selfish, maybe I'm not, but I do like my me time. I mean, from time to time, I mean, literally, I mean, and so to me, it's the way it is. But you know what? I think I did quite well today in this video because I tried to keep out the swearing. It's reiterated from, Chloe. And, so we're looking at options just in case we have to send her home. I have people saying, oh, well, you should send her to, hello, Boo Boo. So we should send her to, Seattle, but the mental hospital, the thing is, as long as she's on the lease, we can't touch her anyways. And the real problem is there's so many mentally ill people out there that they want the mentally ill to basically be a burden to others because, the mentally ill and there could be a drug induced or alcohol induced and they went down the wrong path. And, to me, it's a big problem. So to me, looking at the entire problem, it's just a jar full of mixed nuts. And to me, I feel I like living comfortably as who I am. And to me, I am, I'm there. So, but anyways, because this video, I got 2 hours to make a phone call and we got to get dishes done so we can actually, have dinner and dishes done. I might as well get prepared to, do other things tonight. But anyways, I got a couple goals I need to work on. I got to upload my Google Drive info to my laptop so it's all ready to go. And then I got to spend some time on my computer working on the other issues, and getting things done. So I just wanted to share that with you all that that I wanted to get it done, So uh uh so I thought I would tell you that, and uh that's something I wanted to say with you. So, there you have it, everyone. So please have a wonderful, wonderful day. I will update you tomorrow on the glasses adventure. I got to go get hay for this little guy here. He's a bun bun. He's a cute little bunny. He's my bunny, my little booner, my little boon boon. And so I just wanted to share that with you all that being limited on income, I'm looking out for myself. I got everything lined up. We are out of laundry, so we got to get laundry done tomorrow. So goal is laundry and glasses and hay. Ebony's got plenty of pellets as hay, and then once we get the glasses done and the laundry done, we'll clean his cage and give him we got him some special blankets that go in his cage so he's good. And so, I just love my little bunny. I can't believe we've had him 8 months. 8 months of joy. I mean, look at him. He's just so adorable. I mean, he's a little Dutch dwarf, he's molting because, the heat in the inside's a lot warmer than outside, so he's shedding more. But, it could have been triggered by that. But, we do keep the heater on in the wintertime because it's just freaking cold in the basement here. So, but yeah, I mean, literally, we're doing great. We're, me and Bunny and Moppy, and so basically, we got that to do, and then Wednesday we're going off the station finally, which means I'll probably be pounding down a couple of energy drinks on Wednesday and Friday because I want to make sure we get our supplies done, and then take a break Saturday and Sunday, and then Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Try to go back out and get restocking of our freezer. But problem with the chest freezer is we got so many turkeys in there. I got to make a turkey up, and that's the other thing I want to share with you is with all the turkeys and we used up almost all the ham. We lost a bit of ham, and we lost 2 pots of soup, which I'm very disgusted with it, in my own opinion, because as they say in the head, disgust. Because we lost money, and being on a fixed income, people sit there and they're always giving us advice on how to survive while getting by until Chloe's approved for disability. And the problem is we as in people have to literally do what we can to survive. So, and that means I'm doing everything I can in the entertainment field to survive. Now, with that said, I just wanted to share that with you all. And so I hope you understand that I will update you tomorrow on what's going on. I will tell you this. A couple grouchies, okay? I told Chloe, because Chloe got money for her birthday and or not birthday, Christmas, and gift cards. I'm happy she used the gift card, whatever she wanted. It's her entitlement. That's but the other money that she got for Christmas, I was kind of upset in my own way because I told her, don't spend it foolishly, because if you really want to leave and you keep talking about wanting off this island, utilize it for that, because family doesn't realize to give her any of that advice. They just said, they said, they didn't say it outright, but you can tell in their body language, or thoughts that they want her to go spend it foolishly, and I'm still stuck with her. And to me, that's unfair because I have people on the station that when we go out, to do our things like the library or the other places, around the station to do our supply pickups and stuff, that are kind of sad, and I'll explain that real quick, is they're kind of upset at the fact that, I'm sitting there and I'm supporting me and Chloe and her family. I know her family, they mean well, and I'm not negative towards her mom or her stepdad or her grandparents. They mean completely well. They're like, well, if you want off that station, just, off that starship, get off it. You got to do things for yourself. Well, Chloe doesn't really want to do things for herself. She wants everything handed it to her. And, it might be a case of, I don't know, maybe attachment disorder or something. But let me put it to you this way in a nice term so I don't sound like an asshole. That Chloe has her own ideas. So there's a lot of people out there, maybe her mom and stepdad didn't teach her to be me, I type person at times. But, I always have a logical answer for everything. Sometimes it doesn't make sense to others. To me, it's just like, well, I live with her. But honestly, when it comes to Chloe, people are starting to get pissed because, sometimes, Chloe will get combative about certain things. I'm like, save your money. And she'd get angry, and it's like, look, save your money, because I've tried to teach her, that if, I go and buy bags of chips to help me stretch out my meals and munch on something while watching a movie, that's fine. And if she goes and does it, her food supply goes down. And then what happens when she's out of these little ramen bowls that's in the right over there? I mean, literally, how does she eat them? I mean, I'm always worried about her eating, and families like, well, if you get extra hams and turkeys, cook them because you're struggling. Well, to have spending foolishly. And one of the things that I've been ripped a new one so many times lately is you can't afford makeup. You can't afford certain things. Chips are a luxury. That's true. Laundry detergent's a necessity. Chips are a luxury item. If you get bacon, that's a luxury item. I don't buy bacon much. I don't buy lots of meats unless it's like Salisbury steaks. Then, Dinky knows that. Then, certain items you have to have, like dish soap and stuff. But, when it comes to like things like makeup. I mean, I don't know how many people ripped me a new butthole 8 ways from Sunday on makeup, saying, "Oh well, you can't eat makeup." And I got makeup coming for Chloe, and it irritates me because the other day I was talking to Chloe, and this is sad because my computer wasn't in. She knows I've been depressed about it. And she ripped me a new one 8 ways from Sunday. And I said, look, this is one reason why I'd like you to leave. Your temper is uncontrollable. You're mean. You're selfish. And I mean, literally, I basically sat there and I did like the dad did in Inside Out. All right, go to DEF CON 2. She's getting the foot. The foot's going out. And I had to literally say, look, you're treating me like garbage. You're this and this, and you're like ripping me a new one about this, you're ripping me a new one about that, you're ripping me a new one about giving you suggestions, all these things, and I'm not being negative in any way. You see, I'm not saying, oh, bad Chloe, I'm not saying whatever. And then I turned around and I said, look, and then out of all of this shit, you just asked me about the makeup, where it is in the shipping process. It's like you're focusing on all about yourself and you're not thinking about the bigger picture. Like I'm saying, hold on to your money. You might need it to go home, or you might need it to survive in Seattle or Phoenix or San Diego or not Las Vegas. I mean, literally, I've told her this time and time again. I mean, the point being is, I am not happy with being ripped a new one every time I turn around. I mean, like today, I've been ripped so many times trying to go use the toilet while she's in the tub. It's like, hello, we only have one toilet. But I mean, literally, those are little small pet peeves of mine. I have triggers too. It's like, don't gulp. Oh, you're gulping. You're just. It's like, look, And the other thing that irritates the crap out of me is the whole thing. I feel like I'm catering to someone. Literally, I feel like it's all my life and place is catering to someone. It's like, what movie? Oh, this way. It's like. I mean, literally, we have a whole treasure trove of movies to watch. Why not just, I mean, literally, it's just, it irks me to no end. And then I try to say, respectively, like the grocery store, just save your things, I mean. Well, I mean, I know Chloe picked chips up today and she picked up beef sticks, that, the beef stick, like, and it's everything like that, and then I hear freaking douchebags. And this is where I'm going to say something negative, not towards Chloe, but others. Sitting there, and they say, well, as long as Chloe's foolishly not listening to you, you're going to have to support her because no one gives a crap about you. Their mom doesn't sit there and say, you need to save that money, or you need to do this, or you need to do that, until you get disability. Instead, I'm the one that's basically sitting there and I know the mom's going to say, well, if she doesn't listen to your advice, there's nothing that she's going to listen to mine. Well, I understand that, but the problem is these douchebags turn around and they basically sit there and say, well, if Chloe gets on disability, she needs to pay because she can't manage her food. How can she manage her money? Thing is, we don't know how she can. I mean, literally, I'm trying to teach her money management. I mean, literally, I'm like the teacher. Every time I turn around, I'm like the teacher. I mean, literally. I mean, look, Chloe's like, I'd like to get you a birthday or a Christmas present, right? All right. What happens? I give her money, for example. I give her, say, a gift card so she can buy something. I know people are going to be like, oh, well, you bought your own present. Well, the thing is, came from her heart, okay? She knows what I like. Rune Factory, Harvest Moon, other games, a list I gave her. Again, stumped. I mean, literally, if you are a gamer, you could sit there and say, I mean, my mother used to say, what games do you really want the most? RPGs. And then we'd go into the GameStop, talk to the pre-order guy, and we'd find out what's available at Electronic Boutiques or Babbage's or Software Etc. And, we'd come out smelling like a rose, knowing what we needed. But, the point is when it comes to these douchebags, they keep saying, oh, well, Chloe's so mentally ill, she needs a group home. Well, let me just put it this way, okay? Not to piss off Chloe, who's in the other room, but if they think that, maybe it's true. I don't know. Thing is, maybe others mental place clinics are saying she's faking it all. No one knows. I mean, literally, the point I'm making is she's too mentally ill and she can't know her mental illness. I mean, she thinks she knows it, but she can't contain it. She gets angry. You basically bring up something, snaps just like that. I'm trying to contain her temper, make sure I don't lose my house and everything else. And in the end, guess what happens? I mean, literally. I mean, I'm not being negative towards her any way, shape, or form, but I do got to get going because I have to get dishes done so we can eat. Because I got a meeting with my father-in-law at 9. And this is my 2-hour weekly chat with him. So, with that said, everyone, I'm not trying to be negative. I'm not being negative. I'm being positive. I'm happy to report my happiness went up. I just wanted to vent for a second about Chloe, and my Shih Tzu's right there. My loving Shih Tzu service dog, Moppy, who's got his wet drying still. I just want to say I love, I love you all. Thanks for tuning in. I want to say to Jenna, you're awesome. No, hands down, you're awesome. But my point is, when it comes to, these douchebags saying it, I mean, yes, if they want to keep giving their opinions, let them. My point is it ain't going to work because no one's going to listen. I mean, look, the mental clinics already wrote that it's a complete joke and waste of time for Chloe. They want her to have meds. They want her on 5 days a week therapy. They want her on group therapy. They want her on this. They want her on that. Chloe's like, no, literally, if you can't give me DBT, which is what helps with borderlines the most, you want to do CBT or other thingies first, then you don't know what you're getting yourself into. Oh, we want all your medical records from everywhere for 30 years. You're going to give them where else? Fuck you. Chloe's answered. Chloe has an opinion. Let Chloe give her opinion. In the meantime, like I said, I got to go. So please, we'll look for another video soon. I will update you tomorrow and throughout the week. Please add and subscribe. Please post comments. Please leave feedback, suggestion. Hit that like, subscribe button. Wholesome funny for your families, including your bunnies, your service dogs. Thanks for watching, everyone. Captain's Log out. USS Excelsior, NCC 77246. Thanks, everyone. God bless you, and stay tuned for another video tomorrow. And don't forget to hit that bell notification for new content every day.